It's Monday, people, and you know what that means. It's a local music Monday here on Disruption Network. You could follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, Facebook, all of that. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the share button. Before we get into anything, much love to the sponsors. When you're ready to move and relocate, hit up my boy Eddie Alsheimer and his crew over at EJA Moving Services, the professional movers. Hit them up. They make your move stress-free and painless. They wear back braces. They wear masks. They carry your stuff wherever you need to carry it. They pack up your boxes, and not only do they pack your boxes, but they give you the boxes for free. EJAmoving.com or hit them up at 315-335-0516. What do we got going on over there? We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm loving today. Today's going to be a fun day. Also, much love to my attorney, Dave Longaretta. If you need legal help, give him a call today at 315-735-6162. Shout out to my peeps over at Utica Coffee. Love them. Thank you so much to Heather and Frank for always keeping us hydrated here around the D, keeping us jacked on caffeine. I love them. WakeTheHellUp.com. You can find them online. And also, much love to my friends over at the Saranac Brewing Company. Joining me, as always, on Local Music Monday is my man, my tag team partner, my compadre, my brother, Mr. Justin Smithson. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man? Good to be here.
How was your weekend?
It was good.
Did you gig?
I did. Yeah, I did. I gigged. I did the Food Truck Frenzy. Last Wednesday was the last one of the season in Ilion, so that was fun. And then I played one Jenny 2 nights in a row.
Really?
I did Friday with Poor Tim and Saturday with the Showtime Trio. So
you had a residency?
Yeah, I had a residency there. The only thing that sucked is I had to tear down my equipment and set it back up the next day.
I was just going to ask you if you left it there or not.
No, I would have loved to, but I mean, on the sidewalk at Genesee Street, I don't think it'd be there in the morning.
Yeah, it'd be a little questionable, huh? It wouldn't be the first time, though, you left your guitar on the side of the road.
No, it would not be. No, we've had that story before. Yeah.
And like I said, it is Local Music Monday, and joining us today from his man cave, I love that man cave going on, from the Swamp Drivers, Mr. Terry Johnson. Terry, how are you, man?
Woo! Doing good, guys. Thanks for having me up here.
Absolutely.
I love his man cave.
Dude, it's awesome. I've seen it before
cool?
when he's gone live on Facebook before, and it's just, like, you look at it, it's like, there's no way that's, like, his, like, it's like a studio with a backdrop, and no, that's all, like, those are all guitars, and they're all, it's all, that's real.
You want to call them guitars?
They're definitely guitars, and we'll get into all that.
Yeah.
I feel like you're in a remote location in the Adirondacks right now.
For sure.
I feel like that's what I feel like, to be honest with you, so.
Nice. Now, Terry, you've been doing this live stream well before COVID hit and all that. You've been going live on your Facebook page for I don't know how many years now. It's been quite successful for you too, man. Just because of the simple fact is, like, you make your own guitars and interesting guitars too. I look into the background, you see the Axe guitar. I see the Crapocaster, the baseball bat guitar. There's so many different guitars. Yeah. You're very innovative, my friend.
Well, that's, I tried to hide a few so I wouldn't get in trouble with you guys. And I thought I had the plunger out of the way, but no, that for sure, that has helped me a lot. Yeah, I've been doing the online thing for quite some time, which really helped me out as far as the sound-wise and stuff. But it didn't take, everybody, all the musicians, where I think we're starving for getting some, to entertain, to get out there. Justin, I've been enjoying Hub. You're doing some stuff in your backyard, doing some lives. It's been awesome. I've been catching as much as I can from the different musicians.
Right.
So,
it seems that that's like the most positive thing that's come out of this for us musicians is the fact that we get to, like, hear each other play finally, because we're always, everybody's always gigging. So, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's all good. And poor Z, every time I have a technical question about tech problems, he's the man I call. I say, something broke, something isn't working. He'll say, try this, do this. So I feel bad for the guy. And now he sees my phone, he blocks it.
Don't ever feel bad, but that invoice is in the mail.
Right.
So is a check.
Yeah.
I'm digging that baseball bat guitar you got.
Yeah, I really dig that too. That's cool.
What do you got back there? Is that a Louisville Slugger?
No, that's Cooperstown back.
Cooperstown. I don't know. Is this reverse for you guys, or how is it showing?
No, we can see it. We can see it.
Oh, we can see it.
That's cool. Yeah. So what I did was I went to these guys, and the guy was right into this thing. He gave me a few of them in case because I have been known to screw things up, But Well, that's kind of what I try to do is I try to hook it up in such a way that it's legit. It's a baseball bat. I hacked it out on the inside, put the electronics.
Wow. Now is
Play
that
it.
more of a slide type thing that you would use slide on?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Tope isn't around to adjust the action on that thing.
I was going to
see
say, I mean, you could drive a Mack truck through that. So that looks like a slide guitar though. That's really cool. I'm sure that sounds amazing. Do you know the wood that they used?
You know what? I really should know. I mean, this is a legit baseball bat. It's,
Sure.
It's ash or what they use.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks like it could be ash, but yeah, they used to use maple back in the day. I know that, but I think they started using ash a few years back. But
yeah, no, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure. But the guy was awesome. I go down there and first I call him on the phone, tell him what I'm thinking about doing. Come to find out, he's worked with a couple. There's another musician that's made guitars for I can't get the guy's name, but he's done work for him too.
yeah,
So it wasn't his first rodeo, but his first time doing something with a baseball bat. So
that's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, speaking about Tope, one of the last times that I went to see Tope before he retired, he was working on a bass for your bass player, the toilet seat bass.
yeah. That had to be one of Tope's highlights right there.
Well, he was like, he was so excited about it. He's like, I got to show you this. I got to show you this. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, Terry, that's got to be somebody in Terry's band. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's so cool to watch that, you know, and like, he's like, I had to somehow make a bass out of this. You know how he is too. Like, he's like, hands me this. And I'm, what am I supposed to do with this? He's like, you know, it's so funny. But of course he topified it. He made it like, it was perfect, you know, when he was done with it.
Yeah,
It was, like,
it was on the money.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
yep.
My bass player, it's Joe Barr. He's really fanatic on what to have him embrace this whole idea. It was a kind of a tough deal, but
for sure.
That bass was perfect. I mean, the setup, the whole 9 yards. Tope was, I brought in one of my guitars one time. I was going to a gig, and it was on my Harley guitar, and I busted the nut got chipped off the end. And I got off, you know, I was on the way to a gig. So I called Tope, and I was kind of breathing heavy. I said, Tope, could you hook me up? He said, I'll bring it in, right? I didn't tell him what it was, you know. So you know how Tope is. That's junk. Get it out of here.
That's a piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, he hooked me up, though. Hey, just to go on that side of things, is Tope out there? Is he still doing this type of stuff, or?
As far as I know, he's completely retired and living in Arizona now. That's what I've heard. So, you know, obviously he sold his house and moved. But, he was adamant about, like, whenever I was like, yeah, but you're going to bring all your stuff with you, right? You're going to be down there. And, you know, if you get the itch again, he goes, nope, I'm selling everything. I'm like, wow. All right. I mean, you know, Tope's not doesn't seem like the type of guy that goes back on his word or what he says at all very often. So I think that when he sets his mind on something, that's what he's going to do. So, you know. It's kind of sad for us, but I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But,
no, for sure. I mean, he's been with Howard Needham way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Been watching Carmen Camonica's post here lately. That's been really cool. I don't know if you guys have been catching that, but
Absolutely.
you know, he gets talking about some of the history with him. Some stuff I knew about and a lot I haven't. But he's talking about how Howard Needham made him a guitar and stuff. So
yeah. Now Howard used to his luthier place used to be up in Ilion at the Marine Corps. Because Tope told me that. Now, our band actually practiced in the room where Howard made guitars with Tope as his apprentice. Because Tope's like, yeah. He goes, if you go up the stairs, he goes, you'll see a door with a Takamine sticker on it. I go, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. We used to practice there. He goes, that's where I started. I'm like, oh my God, really? Like, you know, it's just so funny how that, you know. And it was a small room. It wasn't like this. It was this big, gigantic room. It was this really small, like, you know, because the building was an old school. So, I mean, it was just like a small little classroom that was completely, like, that he turned into a luthier place. So it was just, it was awesome. So cool. But
so did you get to play with any of his guitars or not?
With Tope? Or with Howard's?
Yeah.
No. This was...
Yes.
Yeah, this was well after that we practiced there, because we started practicing there in '94, and we were in Joe Rossi Sr. when he had left the Alligators. He rented a room up there, and that's where we first started in '94. And then when Joe got rid of the room, we had to find a place to practice. So they had a cheaper one across the way because it was smaller with no heat. That had no heat in it. So like we had one of those quartz space heaters, and we would just go in there and we practiced for hours with this little quartz space heater in the middle of winter. And just that's what I remember about that room. But there was nothing else there. Everything was cleared out. So. Yeah, but I would love to actually see one of his guitars and play them. That would be really cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
That would
be
too.
really
That's
cool.
why I didn't know whether you ever got your hands on one. You know?
Yeah.
Terry, with all the guitars you got in the back, let's talk about the ones that you failed to make. Like, is there like a particular thing of material
nice.
that you had one made that you thought it was going to be such a great idea, but just worked out to be not as good as you thought?
Yeah, I've got a few of those. One person, they run a golf. A lot of people have contacted me and said, "Hey, can you make one for this purpose and one for that purpose?" And if somebody had a golf course, and could you make one out of I can't remember if it was a driving club or what club, but it didn't really matter. Golf club. And I thought, well, I should be able to do something with it. And I started, trying to put something together, and that thing bent right around in the U. I couldn't do nothing with it, so. But
yeah, they don't touch you very well.
No. Well, I thought it would. You see those guys driving those, hitting the balls with them. I figured it had some torque there, but
yeah,
maybe with the bass it would have been all right. But I was trying to torque it up a little bit, so that didn't work out. But,
yeah.
So definitely no go on the golf clubs.
No. I've done. Let's see. I had I did a tennis racket a while ago. People went nuts over it.
I saw that one.
I did something. Well, for the heck of it, somebody asked me to do a tennis racket, and I thought, well, so what it is, I kind of pre-made it, and I thought, well, I'll do a live video, be putting this thing together. And my videos, I don't know, maybe run between 100 people live to maybe a couple hundred people. Once in a great while, maybe more than that, but it's probably in that range. So I got up and I said I'm gonna do live and put this tennis racket guitar together, and I'm putting it together and I'm talking as dust is flying and stuff. And I look up at my screen and I see 100 people, and I see 200 people, and I said, wow, that's pretty good. A couple of people watch me put this tennis racket together. Well, before I was done, it was over 700 people. Most people are into craziness, I guess, but that was waiting to see blood fly, one of the two,
Sure.
You never know.
So my other question is too. I know we only have a certain amount of time. I could stay here for hours asking him about all of his guitars. I want to hear about like the Rachel Ray guitar concept and how they contacted you to get on the show. Like, how did they see it? Did somebody contact them, or like how did that happen that you got to go on that show with that guitar?
It was completely bass backwards than what you think. It was actually somebody that watched my videos.
Mm-hmm.
The guy called me and said, "Hey, because after I made it, he said that he contacted the Rachel Ray show, and he said I just talked to him. He said they'll be calling you. Checks in the mail. You know how that goes."
Yes, yeah.
And so I don't know, maybe a month went by, and I was working on something else, and my phone rings. I look down at it. It's some weird area code number, so I don't pick it up. So I keep doing my thing. I go to check it about an hour later, and it was one of the workers for the Rachel Ray show, and they wanted to know if I'd be interested in coming on the show. And I said, man, I messed up there. But it was kind of ass backwards, because what I had to do is I actually had to make a video after that. Like I was asking permission to come on the show, which is really cool. I mean, she was great, and it was a good time. It was
for sure.
It was definitely a lot scarier than what I thought it was going to be. I've been on the WKTV news. And yeah, that was nerving enough. But when I went out there, that was the real deal there. So that was
that's so cool.
Nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Did you bring any other guitars to the Rachel Ray show other than the frying pan guitar?
Actually, I made it because I knew her husband played, and I made a little cigar box, and I left that with her. It was just I don't know if you ever got it or what happened with that, but no, that was it. I just went there with the frying pan and an amplifier, a looper pedal. So ended up having to ask me if I'd play live. So that was fun.
That's awesome.
What's your prized possession over there? What's the one you love the most? Is there one over the other that you prefer?
Be honest with you, from time to time, this one really comes in handy. Justin, you know when you got those long sets and you've been having a couple cocktails?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
this thing here is amazing. I mean, everything's got a story to it. This like that one came out of, it was a guy running a correctional facility. They threw it in the dumpster. One of the inmates had it.
Wow.
And so I put that together. That ain't it ain't a prized possession. No, probably the Harley guitar, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The Harley, that one there has got a lot of traction with it. Been in some magazines with it, and that was pretty cool. But no, there's, like I said, there's a bunch of them back there that I did the deal with Marshall Tucker at the Stanley. That's going to be probably one of my highlights. That was a reviewer frying pan.
Wow.
That for different reasons. That's kind of what I like there. I'm trying to see what's behind there. No, I've got Vincent's. You pull it. I should do a commercial. I've made a couple guitars for. I went down to Vincent's. This is an air cleaner.
Yeah. Wow.
That thing's got an amazing sound to it. And let's plug Big Apple Music. That's okay.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I went to Mark's, and somebody had just brought in a guitar that somebody stepped on the body and smashed it.
Oh wow.
And that was a acoustic guitar, so I made that into one. But no, I got all sorts of stuff here.
Well, I dig too because I've watched obviously a lot of your live stuff, and each guitar, like even though like you could put the same electronics in each guitar, but they all sound different because of what they're made out of, and what different, even the different metals. You know what I mean? There's if you're using aluminum or titanium or whatever you're using, it all sounds different, which is so cool.
One of the things that I'm reaching behind. I'm sorry, guys. This I know this is nasty, but
don't be sorry.
This whole thing was close.
I like nasty.
Yeah, I'm always one. But this is the plunger, all right? Now, one of the things, it's got the pickup. The pickup is inverted. It's over top of the strings.
See that, yeah.
Because there's no way I could make it any other way.
Right.
The sound of this thing is nuts. It's got such a cool and different sound to it.
Sure.
Sounds like crap.
How long did that take you to make the Crapocaster?
That one really wasn't long.
No?
It tells by looking at it. When you look at the thing, it's a new plunger. Everybody gets all creeped out over that, but the guys are laughing. It's got a buffer clamp on it. It was probably, I think, the second guitar I ever made. And probably if it didn't work, I probably would have thrown it right out. But I plugged it in, and when I started playing it, this is what named the Swamp Driver. It just reminded me of somebody sitting on the swamp down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
It just got this really cool sound. I did the same thing with the shovel. I did the same thing with that converted.
Yeah. How did you stumble upon this pickup system, and how? Did you design the outside so it says the name of the guitar, or?
This is a cover to a harmonica case.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. But how did you stumble upon the inverted picker? Did you just do that yourself and reverse engineer it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had to do, because if it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
I was trying different ways to make it fit, and I was thinking, geez, I wonder if that would work. And I gave that a try. And it's got such a cool sound to it. The Harley one, you guys let me know when you got to get out of here.
We're
Harley
good.
one, because
that thing's beautiful.
It was all metal.
God.
It was, the concept was phenomenal.
Sure.
I thought, this is all old used parts. It's brake lever. I tried to do it, gears off the inside of the motor and stuff. But being it was all metal, the feedback was just awful. It was unplayable.
Sure. Right.
And so I kept monkeying with it, and I finally found what was wrong. I had a problem with the exhaust. It's funny to talk about tire feedback, because my exhaust was messed up.
Is that the one that took you the longest to make?
Just because of that.
Yeah.
Because I got it put together, and it was feeding back. What it was, the exhaust was banging back and forth, and it was unplayable. If you if you turn the volume way down, once you turn it up, and that's how a lot of these are. You put them together. I've got a cane. I'm just doing different things. I got a one-string garden hoe.
The one-string garden hoe. That sounds like a your mama insult.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm telling you. This one here is probably about the prettiest one that I got right now.
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
beautiful. Wow.
See, it's all custom made Indian theme.
That's so cool.
But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, are they all in
Yeah,
different? Are they all in different tunings, or are they all in standard?
Some, not in, no, and well, I shouldn't say that. Most of the 6-string guitars are usually in standard tuning.
Mhm.
I keep monkeying. I find different people are doing different things. I started doing open tuning really not that long ago. I feel like I've led a sheltered life.
Right.
And I started doing this, with the 3-string, with the plungers and stuff like that. There's nothing, they're up there, So I had to figure that out. But then I started watching some of these other people play and different tunings, and to play slide and that bedpan guitar I showed you. That's got a really funky tuning. I seen this guy play it. It's starts in a low B, and it sounds awesome.
So cool.
But it's like learning a new instrument, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. Now, does everybody in your band have like instruments that were created?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
When we started this whole deal. That's how it started. At first, we had like one instrument,
Mhm.
and then the response from the people that were there that's what kind of turned me on to the whole thing. I took in it was a broom. And
Yeah.
everybody wanted to see me, they stayed for an hour to watch me play the stupid broom, and that's what got the whole thing going. And that's what got the idea of the concept.
Yeah.
And it was pretty tough. There's some of the guys that really bucked it hard. But the drummer, Phil Deal, he's playing a drum kit that he made out of garbage cans.
I've seen
This
that.
sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's like I almost like wonder if like when you look at it, it's almost like how could that be possible? Like, did he take the drums and like mount them inside the garbage cans, or did he actually make the drums, out of the garbage cans? And like you look at it,
Yeah,
he actually
and that's
did.
what he did.
Yeah.
He took he took where you put the top of the garbage can on it. He put a head on there.
Wow.
The kick drum is reversed. Most people think it's triggered, but that took him a long time to get that worked out.
Yeah.
Because everybody, you can put a trigger on a mouse track, make it sound like whatever you want. But no, that came out good. And then Joe Barr, he plays bass. He started with I'm trying to remember. He made a wash tub bass, 2-string slide stick. The thing is killer. It's so it's funny. It's like any of the instruments you make. You start monkeying with it, trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this better or make the sound better or whatever. He made this stick. It had 2 strings. There's no frets, just slide. And it sounded good, I thought. And one day he was sitting there. He had this old wash tub because he wanted to make a wash tub bass. He set that stick on a wash tub, and it was like, holy cow.
Oh, wow.
So Joe had a few different. He had a Harley Davidson bass. He had the toilet seat bass like you're talking about. So we all play. That's all we were playing.
Wow, that's so cool.
Was this just a vision you had in your dream to come up with these innovative guitars?
It was a nightmare. No. You know how it started was, like I said, that one guitar, and just watching the response from the people that look. I'm an average player. It's it. But when you take an average player and you put a toilet seat guitar in front of them, they look at you fun. It's hilarious. When you're playing, we played at the state fair, right?
Yeah.
And at the state fair where we're playing, there's like a 10-foot walkway in front of you, and thousands of people are walking by it, and I it's so fun to watch. You see these people, they're either plugging their ears because they're right close to the band, trying to get by, go to the rides. They look up and they see you playing a plunger. And all of a sudden they stop and they start nudging you. Look what he's playing. It's it just kind of it sets them back.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a kick.
We got a couple people out there chiming in. John T. Foley saying he blocked your number many times, Terry.
He's a good man right there. He's a wicked tech man right there.
And he's saying he's mixed you a few
sound.
times. He says he's mixed you a few times. It's always been amazing. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also,
yeah.
Brenda Rose is giving you a plug too. Mojo Mondays, every Monday night at 7:00, where you pretty much go live, which you've been doing this for years now, right? How many years you been doing it?
Yeah, I probably at least 5. I mean, it's actually one of the first videos I did was with that Harley guitar, with that first viral video that went.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't really a live video, but that's shortly after I started doing that. So, but I do it on Mondays, and it's funny. That's why I called Z. I said, Z, it's really cool. The numbers are phenomenal. But how can anybody make any? It's cool to say. But how can you make any money at this? And he kind of laughed, But I'm still working that part out. I got great numbers, but
we got to find you some sponsors.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know how that works, a plunger company or something. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
A bedpan company.
Well, you got the Cooperstown You got the Cooperstown Bat Company, so
Yeah.
There's a start.
Yeah.
But
it's all good. It's all good.
You said you call yourself an average player, but I remember it was 2 years ago now you were inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, average player, right? Yeah. Tell me about it. I was just telling Steve before we started, I'm like, there's certain guys that show up at your show and you're just like, you're kind of like, okay, now I really got to step it up. I don't know. And like anytime you and your wife come out, and I'll just like see you across the way. I'm like, shit. Now I got to really play. Oh man, I got to make sure I got to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Oh crap, I made a mistake. Yeah. He's still here. Damn it.
Man, I got to tell you, man, I love seeing it. Poor Tim, the 3-piece. That sounds awesome. And then the full, Showtime band. You guys are just tight. You guys are doing some stuff that's phenomenal. That's
Appreciate
awesome.
that, man. It means a lot coming from you. Really, it does. Honest to God.
Terry, what was it like receiving that phone call that you've been inducted to the Blues Hall of Fame?
That was, when the guy called and was talking about it, and I said, look, man, I play blues, but there's a lot of great blues players, and I don't know if I should be fitting in that category.
Yeah.
And, he was talking about different things, and he set it up. So I brought brought the Swamp Driver down. And so we're sitting in the green room, like, I'm looking at the players. The drummer for Winters, Johnny Winters, was getting inducted. I'm looking at all these players, talk about sweat breaking off my brow. Holy cow. You're sitting there, all these people that you think of and you hear of. And I'm going on with One String Garden. You go up. Because what they did is they inducted us, but they wanted us to play because the guy seen, what we did. So I can't remember what I brought in. But, I think we played 3 songs, maybe 2 songs. I don't remember. So again, the caliber of the musicians that were there are like over the top.
Right.
And I just didn't really think it through. But I said, well, I brought in my One String Garden, and at first everybody starts, laughing, and then you start playing it, and they just kind of go, holy, which was awesome. It was an awesome time. Really, club called Helsinki.
Yeah,
really classy place down there. It was awesome.
It's got to be cool though. Like we were talking about this last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, where it's like you go into new clubs and you get that feeling like where if you play well and you're like I can't wait to see them. Like they see you setting up and like, oh, here we go, another local band, here we go, and then you start playing and people just whip their heads around, and that feeling you get when you see them, like you're genuinely pleasing them. I mean, you guys have to go through that just about every single time you play. Like they see you setting up garbage cans for drums and like garden hoe 1-string basses and guitars and like all this stuff. They're like, oh my God, who are these guys? What kind of joke band is this? And then you guys actually play well, and it's like, whoa, and the sound is so unique. It's just, I mean, you guys feel that every time. It's got to be the coolest thing in the world.
Well, and that's the good and the bad, because you get some people, okay, you call up, you want a club, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I heard about you guys. Can you come down and like you to play? He goes, what do you do? And so, you start, what type of music you play and stuff like that. And then comes to the part, you tell them what's different is about the instruments. And sometimes you can hear it in the voice, like, okay, yeah, we'll give you a call.
Yeah, sure.
Because you try to. It's something you got to see. That's what I've always said. You got to see it to get
You have
it.
to see it, yeah, of course, yeah. Yep.
Because otherwise, it does. It sounds like it would be a jug band.
Right. Oh, of course, yeah.
Was it hard to find members to follow suit with the vision that you had with this band?
Oh yeah. That one string garden home.
Yeah.
I made that for one of the first bass players. And I thought, because it's a bass string on that thing, and I put it to long scale, and I said, look, some songs, it could be in, we'll find something that's like one note, so it's a kind of a rhythmic type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when that thing went flying by, I mean, literally, it flew by me. He wasn't happy with the whole concept at all. It is what it is. It's I've helped the guys make instruments, but actually after they do it, the drummer made his, the bass player, he's made some since Tope's intervention there. But yeah, no, he was probably the first one, and he wasn't into that at all, and I understand that, because it is, look, musicians, it's in their soul, it's in their heart of what they're doing.
Indeed.
And if you look at, it's hard sometimes, you're playing something people are laughing at, and then you get the music going, and then you get that, like what Justin was saying, you take and you give them that music, that connection. It's kind of the combination of the two. But you got to get them to that point.
Right. Yeah, that's, 100% entirely. I can't imagine like being in the audience till the first time that you see that, you know what I mean? Like in person, which I've never, believe it or not, well, you'll believe it, but I've never seen the band live.
You play a little. You play a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, just a hair. I haven't as much as I should be. I'm sure everybody hasn't played as much as they should, but back before, like pre-COVID, I never had an opportunity to see you. So I've seen recordings and stuff, which you can't. There's no possible way to get the true sound of your band through a phone. You know what I mean? There's especially when it comes to when you're playing like stuff that's made out of metal. There's so many different tones and stuff, that like overtones that are coming from the metal instruments that those phones can't pick up, that your ears can. You know what I mean? Live. So
right.
it's something that if you're watching out there and listening, really, if you ever get a chance to go see the Swamp Drivers, do it, because it's great music, but it's an experience. You have to experience it firsthand. So
yeah. And they were
totally agree.
They have their uniform on too, like they're all in camo.
Yeah,
and they play the part, which is amazing. Terry, is there a project that you're currently working on as far as building a new guitar?
Always, I've always got. Basically what's happened since this COVID thing started out. The band, not pulled the plug, but I was playing during the week. I was playing full time, and then the weekend with the band. And then when that happened, I went from 1 week kicking butt to the second week suddenly going, what the heck just happened,
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, the building guitars was always kind of on the back burner. I once in a while somebody would call and say, can you build me a guitar, or I build something and somebody buy it. But when all this started happening, I've been focusing all my time doing that. So I've been building, selling custom guitars to these instruments. But I just finished see, 3 strings, like a cigar box, is a kind of a niche community. It's kind of like being, it's kind of a weird deal. I haven't broke in, because what happened is I started making 3-string frying pans, 3-string Harley Davidson guitars. So that doesn't go over so well. But the people that are into it, the different sounds, the different look. I just finished a 3-string Indian motorcycle theme. It's kind of a twist with with the actual Indian, had feathers on it and stuff. That was really
cool.
I had one go to another guitar. It's furthest away. I just sent one to Australia a little while ago. That was cool.
Wow.
But no, everything that I do is this oddity. And that's what it's. I'm always got different ideas, but like you were saying, any of them fall apart. There's been a few.
Oh sure.
Where you start, you get an idea, and you let the magic smoke out, and then you're done.
Right, right.
Well, everybody sees the success guitars. They don't see the failured ones.
Sure,
The ones that failed.
Yeah, no. There's been a few.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely. Man, once this gets back, and you got to go out there and see the Swamp Drivers because, like Justin said, it's such an experience.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It's a great experience. And I personally want to thank you for donating your time for the Daniel Barded Mud Fest. I've had you up there.
No.
Playing that,
Yeah.
and I mean, you guys really turned it out that last time you guys were up there, and it was pretty epic.
Very cool. Very cool.
That was, and I thanks to you too, Z, for putting. I know you put a lot of time and effort putting the bands together, the sound, and there's a lot you do behind the scenes too. So thank you on that.
Is there a material that you would love to make a guitar on? Do you have like a wish list?
You know what I just seen? I don't know what it sounds like. People are now, because people see what I do.
Mm-hmm.
They're always sending me different ideas, and somebody sent me there's all aluminum neck. It's all fretted, and I'd like to get my hands on one of those just to see what it sounds like.
Sure.
No, I've got to be honest with you, I got a couple alligator heads sitting here that I've been wanting to try that.
Wait, elaborate a little bit, please.
Hang on. Like real, like taxidermy alligator heads?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People sent me stuff. Some stuff I feel bad. I've had people send me big, heavy automotive parts. And they said, can you make a guitar out of that? I said, yeah, but who could ever carry it?
Yeah.
I had somebody send me a gun. And I said, look, yes, I could make a guitar out of this, but where could you ever play it? Could you imagine walking into a club with a gun?
Can you make my Tommy gun into a guitar, please, that actually fits into a guitar case?
I got this AK-47. I want to tune it to D.
Yeah.
I bet you it's been a few times that both of you guys would wish you had a gun that was in a guitar that kind of double use or something. But.
Sure. Yeah, it was like those canes back in the day where you didn't have a cane, but it would be a gun at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how about when you get that drunk guy knocking over your stuff or spilling his beer on your pedal board, you just turn around and turn that guitar on him,
yeah,
right?
On second thought, it's probably a good idea that guitar players and musicians don't have guns. No, that's awesome.
This is what this one's for.
Perfect.
This is for crowd. This is crowd control.
Crowd control, absolutely.
Crowd control.
I love it.
You bring that sucker out, and they really pay attention.
I see you got. I see you got the
things.
action nice and low on that too, right?
Oh yeah, that's
another slide guitar.
That's another
I love
slider.
it. I love it. Oh, it's so cool.
Have you ever had to use that for crowd control?
No, I've. You know what? Every once I have said it a couple times. I'll pick it up and say we use this for crowd control, but I don't know. Maybe because as you get older, you're not playing some of the places that I played when I was younger. When it was like.
Good point.
Every Friday and Saturday night, it's as you're getting older, playing places that are maybe not quite as wide open as when you're younger. But
right.
No, it's been pretty good. But I do have a few things that probably would scare a few people.
Oh, sure. Well, like a lot of that Indian guitar right there, just the gears alone on the outside, they got to be pretty sharp, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You take some wheeling that thing around.
Mm-hmm.
But.
I love it.
No, I'm trying to think if there's anything else around here, but no, I've been all sorts of stuff here.
Terry, you mentioned shipping out a guitar to Australia. How did they hear of you?
That's why I called Z up. I said, Z, look, I said, look, my numbers are just going through the rough. I said, I don't, I know it's a combination of. I do like a lot of instrumental stuff. I got really heavily since COVID into looping.
Mm-hmm.
Do with looper pedals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like using these instruments, I got percussion stuff. I mean, I got like a wrench that I use with percussion and stuff. I try to incorporate that weird stuff, but my numbers have just been going nuts. And I was looking the other day, and you click and see where the numbers are coming from. Who's watching, where they're from. Australia, I'm all over the place there.
Wow, that's so cool.
Cambodia, I can't remember, but there's a few local ones, but Australia is really big. There must be a lot of crazy people in Australia.
No doubt. Have you ever thought about making a car muffler into a guitar, or have you tried?
No, to me that would really be a good. To me, it would fit. You know, I could see
Yeah.
you doing that.
It almost looks like
some
a
of the
guitar
stuff
body.
is-
Definitely.
I've got. Where's it? I'm sorry, I'm looking behind me here.
That's all right. You're fine. I love it. Just look at that collection, bro.
Same.
Right?
This one here is. I took a Mustang air cleaner. Was it a performance air cleaner?
Yeah.
Get up closer.
Oh my God. That's just gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
I think that might be my favorite so far. Wow.
So I try to like get all themes of it. I'll give you one
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fret markers too. They're like Gibson, like the Les Paul markers there on the frets.
I'm trying to what else here.
Do you just have a whole bunch of like parts and pieces laying around the house?
Yeah, that's down in the man cave.
Down the
But that's what I say. Where people
Wait, that's not the
People
man
will send me
cave.
stuff.
Wait a minute.
You're not in the man cave
No,
right now?
No, this is the man cave. I've got a little place off the side that's separated.
Mhm.
I got people. The guy called me up. There's a local funeral parlor up here, and the guy calls me up and he said, "Hey, I've got a. Actually, we played in a band when we were in high school." He goes, "I got stuff up here. Then why don't you come and get it? We're getting rid of all this old stuff." So what he did, he said, "I got this old shovel we used to dig
Creepy.
the graves with." Yeah, and this is right from end to end. This is pretty,
Oh my God, that's so creepy.
It's worse. No, it's worse than that, buddy. I don't know if you guys can see the volume tone control. Let me get over there.
Yeah, we got Cabos.
It's embalming fluid covers.
Oh my God. Oh, that's
That's-
so cool.
That's a casket. You see
Wow.
what this here part is? That goes on the.
I like
He
the
gave
cross.
me
I
all
like the
this stuff.
cross where the Seymour Duncan pickup is the cross right there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I take it back. That's my favorite guitar now.
All right. In the pickup, pearly gates.
Wow.
That's pretty sadistic.
So. Yeah,
That's a cool guitar.
Somebody told me that was really wrong, and this thing here, the strip. It probably is. I hope I don't go to hell for this one.
No, you don't. And if you do bring it with you, so you
They tell me I got you covered. But no, this has got such a cool sound to it.
Oh, I'm sure. Do you bring that out more towards Halloween, I hope?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. Dude, I mean, how
But
freaked
no,
out
it's-
would you?
it's-
How freaked out would you be if you like go to like a real legit haunted house and Terry's just sitting there like in like a robe or something playing this funeral home shovel guitar with like a cross on it and embalming fluid stuff, and can you imagine?
smoke
Oh,
coming
like,
out of it.
yeah, playing all these like Halloween songs and shit. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Scare the kids. No,
Yep.
it's been a lot of fun. I'm not stopping by any means. It's just like I said, I've been doing the builds for other people. Some stuff when this COVID thing happened, I ended up selling some stuff that I really didn't plan on selling, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's somebody said, well, you can always make another one. And I guess that's right too. So
yeah. I mean, you're the guy, man. You're the guy to make. I mean, you could what is it? Commission your own guitar back.
no, I'm just kind of looking if there's anything else around here, but no, I gotta get a hold of those guys down in Vincent you pull up, because I'll tell you, I got one air cleaner. I made two of them out of this thing here. This is so redneck, it's almost scary. This is the top of the air cleaner.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. This is a butter knife down here,
Oh, for that, yeah.
9/16 wrench. The zip ties.
Wait, so wait,
Duct tape.
go back. The 9/16 wrench. How did you get sound to come out of there? Like, what'd you have to do for the saddle to make it so that you could get?
Justin, I'd have to kill you if I told you.
Oh, all right, okay, understood.
No. It's just a saddle. But what I did is I got pickups,
Okay.
and here's the back end of it. It's just open.
Oh my God. Kilroy was here. Kilroy.
But
And
no,
then
this
that's
is
beer
this
caps
is
on
so
the volume
redneck.
and tone. You see it? The beer caps.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, I love it.
It's amazing. It don't get any more redneck
I
than
got
that.
Hell no.
I'm trying to see if I can get the other one here. You guys got time for one more or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, hang on.
He's going to get up and get him. And this pause from the cause is brought to you by EJA Moving Services, the professional movers.
Oh, look, it just popped up on the
I
screen.
got
I
two
love
more. I'll
that.
grab one more back here. Hang on.
Perfect timing. Thank you to Eddie and the boys from EJA Moving. Hey, Terry, what's the guitar you want to be buried with?
Oh wow, now we're getting creepy.
Well, I mean, you got a guitar from a morgue.
Yeah. I don't think he can hear us yet,
Oh,
though.
you could hear us?
Yeah.
All right.
Ask that question again, Z.
I will.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's awesome. I love
All
that.
right. So we in the same thing. That's where I came up with when I did this one, which was a long time ago.
Mhm.
I did, went down and got some adult beverages. Got some Saranac for my tuners on there.
Uh-huh.
But so
There's
yeah,
that
I
inverted
went
pickup
down
again.
to the gift shop and.
Wow.
So what were you going to ask me there, Z?
Terry, what's the guitar you want to be buried with?
Man, I got to tell you the story behind that one. This is legit. As you start getting older, you start thinking about those things.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be a little bit, it kind of goes with the graveyard shovel thing.
Right.
I think when our parents, everybody went to the cemetery. As you get older, it doesn't happen as much, and whether to be cremated and all, so that's another thing. But what I've been tooling with the idea, my wife don't like the idea so much, is being cremated and putting something in one, like a tube, and put it in the end of my Harley guitar, and send that one down the road and just have anybody play. I don't know.
That's a great
I thought
idea.
that would be kind of to be kind of passing my I love the music around, I guess you could say.
That's a great idea.
Or the craziness, one of the two. I don't know if it's good or not, but
That's like the least morbid thing I've heard. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you'd expect, like I want to be buried with this in my oak casket, 6 feet, like this. And he's like, I want to go around and spread my love of music. I think that's freaking awesome, man. That's really cool.
Justin's gonna.
My daughter always said.
Justin's gonna be buried with his PRS.
I don't have one anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No, I play Ernie Balls now.
Oh.
Yeah, see, you learn something new about me every episode. You see?
Every episode. I know.
And it's been that long since you've seen me play.
Dun dun dun.
I'm calling you out now, Z.
Yeah.
See, that's what happens when we're all so busy. We never get to see each other play anymore.
It's true, but we get to see each other weekly.
True.
Terry, what were you gonna say?
No. I was going to say, going back to the thing, is my daughter's always told me, she goes, "Ben, one for me." So that's what I was going to do on that. If I could break my wife loose on this idea, if she ain't so keen on it, is then I'd have put on the guitar, "Ben, one for me," and just, that was just a,
Yeah, I love that, man. That's so cool.
Nice. Terry, Mojo Mondays, every Monday at 7 o'clock, where you can find it live on the Swamp Drivers Facebook page?
Yes, sir. And what I was telling them, just follow and like the page, that way there, so they get because I wait, especially lately. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, went down, started playing. I said, screw it, I'll put it on. Well, that's probably why I got the guys from Australia following me.
Right.
I was going live at 3 o'clock in the morning for us, So
Yeah.
But yeah, 7 o'clock, on Facebook with the Swamp Drivers page.
Cool.
Awesome, man. It's been great to catch up with you, man, and
so
seeing
cool.
your collection of guitars. And if you got a new one, please put it on our radar so we can put it out there and give a little demonstration, if you would.
I will. And I appreciate you guys having me on. Good seeing you guys, and really been enjoying your show too.
Awesome.
Thanks a
Thanks,
lot, Terry.
brother. Thank
Appreciate
you
it,
so
man.
much, man.
Thank
And
you.
keep out there, keep playing, and hopefully when this COVID crap, this Corona coaster is over with, when we get off the ride, we'll be out there rocking out to the Swamp Drivers
Hell
really
yeah.
soon.
I like the Chrono Coaster. That's good.
Yeah, I like
that's
that one too.
Turn that one into a guitar.
Right?
There you go.
There you go. Thank you again, Terry. Make sure you guys go over to the Swamp Drivers Facebook page, give them a like. Man, you got over like 6 figures for likes over there, don't you? It's like over 100,000.
Yeah, like 120.
Wow.
Amazing.
What I couldn't figure out is, like, in the last 28 days, I asked Z like 2 weeks ago. I said, Z, I got a little bit over 1 million reach. People that have been watching what I've done, over a little bit over 1 million in the last 28 days. I just looked for I came on now. It's 1.9 something million.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
I don't. but I don't know exactly what they're watching. Maybe they're waiting for something to break or something. I don't know.
Well, it's unique content that you're putting out there, my friend, and it's amazing craftsmanship that you're putting out there as well. So you're a genius, and you don't give yourself enough credit.
I appreciate it. I don't know enjoy making music. So.
That's it, brother. That's it. Well, keep doing it. Stay creative. That's for damn sure, man. Thank you again for hanging out. And also thank you to EJA Moving Services. Thank you to my attorney, Dave Longaretta. Thank you to Utica Coffee. And thank you to the Saranac Brewery. And thank you, Justin. Thank you, Justin. Where are you playing this week? You got any gigs you can plug?
Where
are you eating this week, I should say?
Where am I eating? Yeah. I'm eating at home this week. I don't have a gig.
At home?
I don't have a gig.
No gig.
No gig
so
this week.
So you're barbecuing on the back deck.
Barbecuing on the back deck. And, I still haven't heard from Tim Moyer yet.
Who?
Exactly.
We got to give him his weekly plug.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, I forgot about him. I'm sorry, Timmy. I forgot about you.
I never forget about Tim.
Our unofficial sponsor
That's right.
of Local Music Monday.
That's right.
You're playing with him, though, soon, right? On a Wind Down Wednesday?
I already did.
Oh, I did that.
Aren't
you got another one coming up, though?
Oh, God, I hope so. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
I know he's got our friend Joe Altier coming up really soon, and he's also doing one with Ryan Quinn. So.
Yeah, and he did one with Matt McGlory. That was pretty cool. And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun doing the wind downs with Tim. And he's been known to have some cookouts, some grills, and, he grills out and, drink wine, whatever you want, and hang out and watch his daughter Paige make fun of him all night. It's the greatest thing ever.
I would go there just for
I
that.
love it.
I'd pay $10 for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a pay-per-view service.
Pay-per-view just to watch Paige roast her dad.
I would love that. Terry, thanks again. Justin, thank you. And I will see you on Wednesday. Wednesday we come back with EC Radio, and my guest is... I don't even know who my guest is on Wednesday. I should know these things, but I'll be back on Wednesday. You guys have yourself a good day, and we'll see you later.
See you later.